Are there brain abnormalities common to both schizophrenia and epilepsy? Have you ever wondered if there are shared brain features between schizophrenia and epilepsy? Let's take a closer look at this fascinating question. Research shows that both conditions exhibit certain brain abnormalities that suggest they may share some biological traits. One of the most notable findings is ventricular enlargement. This means that the fluid-filled spaces in the brain are larger than normal in individuals with both schizophrenia and epilepsy. This enlargement is thought to indicate a vulnerability linked to how the brain develops and organizes itself. Another important area is the medial temporal lobe. This part of the brain includes structures like the hippocampus and amygdala. It plays a key role in both disorders. In epilepsy, especially temporal lobe epilepsy, this area is where seizure activity often starts. In schizophrenia, abnormalities here are linked to psychotic symptoms. This overlap suggests that issues in the medial temporal lobe may lead to psychosis in people with epilepsy. When we look at brain networks, studies using functional magnetic resonance imaging have found dysfunctions in several large-scale networks common to both conditions. These include the default mode network, saliency network, dorsal attention network, and central executive network. Problems in these networks can affect cognitive functions, attention, and perception, which are often impaired in both schizophrenia and epilepsy. On a more cellular level, there is evidence of GABAergic dysfunction in both disorders. GABA, or gamma-aminobutyric acid, is the main inhibitory neurotransmitter in the brain. In epilepsy, an imbalance that favors excitation can lead to seizures. In schizophrenia, issues with GABAergic interneurons may contribute to cognitive deficits. This suggests that problems with neuronal synchrony and inhibitory control might be a common factor. Genetically, some genes involved in neurodevelopment and epilepsy overlap with those implicated in schizophrenia. For example, genes in the leucine-rich glioma inactivated gene family may play a role in both conditions. This genetic connection could help explain why symptoms like auditory hallucinations are seen in both schizophrenia and epilepsy-related psychosis. In summary, there are several brain abnormalities that appear in both schizophrenia and epilepsy. These include ventricular enlargement, medial temporal lobe involvement, dysfunction in large-scale brain networks, GABAergic system abnormalities, and genetic overlaps. Understanding these shared features is important for clinical practice. It highlights the need to monitor for psychotic symptoms in epilepsy patients and consider epilepsy risk factors in those with schizophrenia. This shared biology suggests that treatments targeting brain function and neurotransmitter balance could benefit individuals with either condition.